cares about the size of a rugby ball? There's been lots of conversations about the size of the rugby ball in women's rugby, and I understand why they're talking about it. Testing equipment and collecting data isn't a bad thing, but my question is changing the ball size more important than researching the injuries that are taking women out of the game? ACL injuries are not rare, they are a major issue across women's sport. Female athletes are disproportionately affected by ACL injuries compared to male athletes. And in women's rugby, knee ligament injuries mean months or years away from the pitch. They can affect contracts, selections, confidence, mental health and entire careers. Where is the urgency? Where is the same amount of investment? Where is the same amount of public conversation? We need more research focused on women and girls to find out why these injuries keep happening. We need better research into ACL injury preventions in women's rugby. We need research into recovery, fatigue, hormones, menstrual cycles, pitch conditions, boots, S&C and return to play protocols. We need research that is not borrowed from the men's game and treated as good enough, because the women's rugby is not a smaller version of men's rugby. The players are different, the demands are different, the risks are different. The research should reflect that. Yes, test the balls, gather data, ask players, but do not let the ball size become the main player welfare focus in women's rugby. Because the bigger issue is not how the game is played, it's about if the players are protected enough. If we're serious about growing women's rugby, we need to invest in keeping players on the pitch. Not just making the game faster, not just making the game more marketable. We need to fund the research, we need to understand the injury patterns. We need to build prevention programs that are designed for women. Because a different ball might change the feeling of the game, but research into injury can save careers. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay awesome.